So a lot of SEOs, they do SEO as in everything, but really you're much better at becoming exceptionally good at something than being okay at everything. People will search in one way or another. It doesn't matter if it's with voice search, with AI, like people think niching down is, oh, we only work with carpenters, or we only work with SEO companies, but that's not niching down.
Linkhouse, more than link building platform.
Hi everyone, this is Marta from Linkhouse, and we are at the SEO conference in Estonia. I'm here with Matt Singers. Hello Matt, how are you?
I am very good. Great to be here.
I'm really happy that we get the chance to have a chat.
Likewise. Likewise.
Awesome. So Matt, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I can indeed. So my name's Ben Coach. I basically help a lot of companies in the world of SEO in particular, how to become better leaders, how to become better managers. There's so many SEOs out there that have enough knowledge to make hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And they make very little money because they don't know how to run a business.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And the biggest thing about most SEOs is they love doing SEO a lot, which is great. But doing SEO and running a business at the same time is not a good combination. So one of the core things that I really help people with is really understand like how to go from being an SEO to becoming a CEO, and how to actually
be entrepreneur,
how to learn the right mindset of running a business, right?
Okay.
So I've worked with many people. I work with the guys at Ahrefs. I work with people like Matt Diggity. I've worked with many of the big guys that are doing really well today. And a lot of it fundamentally comes down to the fact that they were good SEOs at one point, and they wanted to grow. They wanted to make a lot more money. And that takes learning. It takes creating a business. And that's basically what I love doing.
Awesome. And how long does it take for you to kind of put those people into the CEO position?
For majority of the clients, somewhere between 6 to 12 months. So depends a little bit on the existing team. Sometimes when you come into a business, there isn't a team, or they don't have much of a good team. Many of the clients I walk into have great people. They just don't know what they're supposed to do. So typically when I go into an organization, I work with the CEO and the management team. And if you already have people who have the right mindset, who are like good attitude, then it's very, very quick to get big gains, right? So depends a little bit on the company situation, but majority of the clients is less than 12 months.
Okay. Can you give us an example of like a really fun project that you run and that was something exceptional for you, and you always think about it whenever you start to kick off a new task?
A new task in particular?
Or a new client?
Yeah, so I think when I'm working with clients specifically, like I have some clients that are very sort of close to my heart, either because what they're doing is very fun or the likes, right? So I have a good friend of mine in Scotland is building a very big property company.
Okay.
And he used to be a SEO, built up a link building company, sold it, and is now in the world of property. And seeing him, go from 5 people to 50 people in a very short span of time has been very, very fulfilling. And I love to see how people with a little bit of guidance can really do amazing things. So that's one of the people I definitely enjoy seeing growing, and I look forward to see what happens in the next year or 2 years or whatever. So.
Yeah, amazing. And what would you say to a SEO freelancer who is just kicking off his business and he's starting getting new clients, and what would be one good tip or advice that you can give them?
So for SEO freelancers specifically, I would, and for most people honestly in that situation, I would generally advise them to find their thing. So a lot of SEOs, they do SEO as in everything, but really you're much better at becoming exceptionally good at something than being okay at everything, right? So again, just in life in general, success comes from being exceptionally good at certain things, right? And it's the same in SEO. So if you really niche down, specialize in something, doesn't matter if it's content or links or particular vertical or likes, that's typically where you'll see the most success.
Sorry to interrupt, but if you like our talk with Mats Singers, you can't miss the webinar with him. Sign up using the link in the video description or pinned comment and learn more about SEO from Mats. And back to the podcast.
So focusing on one thing and being a master at it, it's the best thing to do in your opinion.
Definitely. I mean, what you see typically, so many of the clients I work with who are really struggling to grow, it's because they're doing too much stuff.
Yeah.
It's interesting. People always look at the SEO industry and they say, oh, links is how you build the biggest companies. And I'm like, no. The point is, links is a very specific vertical. It's a very focused area. And the people who have a focused area tend to succeed. So people can succeed in many different areas of SEO if they focus on an area. The difference about link companies is they tend to have that focus from the beginning, and therefore they tend to grow much faster and in many cases be more successful than the people and the companies who are focusing much wider.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit more about your presentation? Give us a sneak peek.
Oh, it's hard to share too much, but...
oh, come on, you have to give us something.
Right. So I'm going to talk a lot about sort of niching down, but niching down in the right way.
Okay.
So one of the core things, and it goes back to what we were just talking about, one of the core things is people think niching down is, oh, we only work with carpenters, or we only work with SEO companies. But that's not niching down. Niching down, the way I teach it and the way I believe in it, is niching down at a process level. So it's doing something that's scalable and repeatable because you're doing the same thing over and over. If you're only working with dentists, you will have dentists that have very different problems, very different websites, very different challenges. And the problem and the reason why SEOs are often required within their business is because they're dealing with different clients with different needs all the time. And it's very hard to teach someone else how to deal with all of those scenarios. Whereas when you're niching down, it's about picking a particular process and really, really getting to know and understand that process.
Like laser focus.
Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, what most people don't understand is that organizations and companies exist for the specialization of labor. And many SEOs, they have themselves and they want to find a clone of themselves so they can do more. But really, as an organization, you want to take your process and you want to break it into pieces, right? And because if you're trying to teach someone everything you know, if it took you 5 years to become a good SEO, you don't want to spend 5 years teaching someone how to do that.
Of course.
Right? But if you're just teaching people one piece, so for example, how to buy links or how to write good content, you can get to that an expert level much faster. And that is the whole point of organizations. It's really taking longer, complicated processes and breaking it down into steps where different people are doing individual pieces of it and therefore get up to speed faster, deliver better results much faster. And that is the easiest way to grow and scale any business. So if you look in the world, some of the most successful companies like Coca-Cola, right? In the beginning, people would tell them, oh, you should sell all these drinks, you can sell food, you can do all this stuff. But they succeeded because they had one product that they pushed for a really long time and that enabled them to grow and be extremely successful. So,
okay. So one more last question. Please tell me if SEO turns out dead, what will you do?
So I look at SEO very different than most SEOs. For me, SEO is a traffic channel, right? I don't see SEO as a business. I see SEO as a traffic channel. So when I have 6 different businesses, and within those different businesses, in multiple of them, SEO is a traffic channel that helps bring us traffic. Now, it's never a traffic channel as a standalone. Like there's always different options. The big difference and what SEO can do is is give you disproportionate returns. So when you invest in ads, what happens is that you spend money and you hopefully make money. That's a little bit more. But those two kind of go hand in hand. With SEO, what happens is you invest in SEO and, you know, in the beginning, you're not making anything. But over time, you can get very in proportionate returns. So you can end up in a position where, you know, you're spending $1,000 a month and you're making 100,000 back. And that's where SEO stand out compared to other traffic channels. But fundamentally, it's just a traffic channel, right? So when people are saying, oh, SEO is dead, SEO is dead. Well, no, because SEO is a wide variety of things. If you're looking at it as Google SEO, I mean, Google can die, but there's still, you know, YouTube is still SEO. Pinterest is principle still SEO. Like there's a lot of platforms, and platforms are not going to disappear. Like people will search in one way or another. It doesn't matter if it's with voice search, with AI. Like even if it's AI, how do you get your stuff into AI? If people ask AI, what's the best link building company? Well, how do you get them AI to say it's Linkhouse, right? Like SEO is not going to disappear because people are in constant need of information.
Well, thank you very much, Matt. We are looking forward to see your presentation. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel and linkhouse.net.